Okay guys, that was my morning routine done. Just getting in some good self-care there, making sure I'm looking after myself physically as well as mentally. You'll notice there that I took my medication at the end. I've done a video on the ashwagandha, which is the long sort of grey coloured pills. I've done a video on them before, which you might want to check out, something that's really helped me. I'm going to be at work now for the next 6 or 7 hours until about 2 o'clock. And work on my business as well, which is making and selling candles, which I'll probably talk about in another video. And then I'm going to go to the beach with my girlfriend and get some exposure therapy in for the agoraphobia. So exposure therapy is just to retrain my mind as to what it finds to be a dangerous situation, and the more that I do these things that seem normal to most people, the more that it'll become regular for me as well. So I'll film that and I'll send it out. I'll be back later. Okay, so at the end of a pretty good, successful day of exposure therapy there, it went well. The exposure therapy is just to retrain my mind as to what it finds to be an acceptable level of anxiety, and also retraining my mind to realise that the situation, such as right there going to the beach, is not actually as dangerous or as anxiety-inducing as my brain would have believe. It's not actually a situation which requires adrenaline. It's not actually a situation that requires that spike in emotions. It's just something to be enjoyed. And exposure therapy is the only thing that's going to teach you that, in my opinion. I've been through all sorts of stuff, taken all sorts of pills, medications, and I've done all sorts of therapies, but exposure therapy, just getting out there and doing the hard thing, is the best way to tackle it. Now I will say I didn't just jump into going to the beach. I built up by walking up and down the village I live in. I built up by going to a local river. I built up by doing all that sort of stuff. I did not just hop into a car and drive 45 minutes away straight away. It took me a while to build up to that. So you might find it's easier, you might find it's harder than that, but exposure therapy does, in my opinion, work really well for tackling agoraphobia and anything you're anxious about, just exposing yourself to it in small little bits. Don't just throw yourself in at the deep end. So hopefully you'll find exposure therapy useful, and if you do, if you try it, write in the comment section below, let me know what you think, how it worked for you, because as a community we can, it's much more chance of doing well and a much stronger chance of succeeding and overcoming our anxieties if if people talk about it. So yeah, let me know what you think about exposure therapy, if you've got any experience with it and how you found it. Cheers, guys.